Today we're in the second installment of our 5-part series on Learning 101. Last week we discussed creating disfluency. Today we'll explore distributed learning. This is also referred to as spaced repetition or the spacing effect. Pop quiz. What's better, studying for 3 hours in one day or 1 hour spread out over 3 days? If you chose the second option, you're correct. This approach creates disfluency, the topic of our last triple T, through desirable difficulty. For example, when starting the second day's 1-hour study session, the student will have forgotten some of what they studied the previous day, requiring them to engage in active recall, which solidifies their understanding. Let's contrast that with the student doing their 3-hour cram session the day before the test. They experience the fluency illusion, and the concepts they forget arise the following day during the test when it's already too late, since they can no longer revisit their study materials. For our procrastinators out there, I'm sorry to be the bubble burster, but this theory essentially explains that cramming doesn't work. We already discussed how effective flashcards are for testing you through active recall. Voy a compartir contigo la técnica que recomiendo con todos mis estudiantes de español. When students have around 60 vocab words to study for a quiz 1 week or so away, I recommend they study just 8 words per day, but in the following cumulative fashion. On the first day, you'd star the first 8 words. Then you choose just the starred 8 and go to flashcards. So let's start with the first one, to camp. I don't know it, it's new vocab, so I go ahead and click on it. Acampar. Okay, I think I got it. I'll say it 5 times to myself. Acampar, acampar, until I get 5 in. We go back here, go to the second one. To hike. New word, dar una caminata. Okay, let me go back to the first one. Now what's important here is that with vocab, you actually write it as well. I remember it was acampar, is this how I spell it? Then I go ahead and look, and I notice, oh, I spelled that a little bit wrong. So right here. Well, that's a great way to catch my spelling mistakes, by writing it out. So then I keep progressing through these. I did the first 2 already, got it. Okay, I say it out loud, I write it. And then I go to the third one, to be on vacation. Estar de vacaciones, got it. Go back to the first one, and then keep going in that cumulative fashion. And then on the second day, I'm gonna go to all flashcards. I already have the first 8 starred, so I'm gonna go ahead and star 8 more. And then once I've starred those 8, I go to flashcards again, specifically with those starred 16. And then when I review the first 8, I don't need to do it in a cumulative fashion. I'll go through them, obviously saying them, writing them, etc. And then once I get to my 9th word, which is gonna be the first word of the day, that's when I start doing the cumulative fashion. Doing this one, then building onto the first and the second, first, second, third, etc. This approach takes about 15 to 20 minutes per day tops, and I found it to be extremely effective with students. Be sure to check back in next week when we discuss the Zeigarnik Effect.